Traveling all night to pay my bills. Lord knows that.
What's up, guys? This your boy. I'm back with another episode today on this crazy, lovely Monday. Hey, I want to appreciate, like I told y'all, I appreciate the love that y'all been giving the page, and I'm gonna continue to keep on dropping content. Hell, I wasn't finna do nothing today, but like, you know what? You know, on my free time that I'm off from delivering packages from Amazon and stuff like that. You know, at my job, I gotta put in the work if I want to make it to the next level. So, hey, let's get them notifications. Let's get them subscribers up. Hit that notification button. And hey, I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Most important, thank Lord Jesus Christ. And thank to my family and friends and all my supporters. And stuff like that. But today's episode is gonna be kinda lit, cool, laid back. You know what I'm saying? So this subject here, probably, I don't know, first subject coming up in a minute. It's kinda crazy, but I'm not surprised. And the subject is the devil himself, the wrestling devil. I don't know about him personally, but the devil's favorite son is back. And you know, and who else would I be talking about? I'm not talking about Kane. I'm talking about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince has just pulled a boss move to get back within the company. So I don't know if y'all heard Friday, Vince is part of the board of directors. Now he trying to sell the company. Now here's the kicker. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but they say he trying to sell the company so he can get back on top. Y'all gotta understand. Do we all want Vince to retire? Yes. They're like saying we want the devil retired. But the devil himself ain't gonna never go away. So Vince ain't gonna go away. And what I mean is, in spiritual terms, Vince ain't going away until he in a box to eternity. So as long as he breathing, living, he got the ego of is either my way or the highway. So if he get back in rank, a lot of people gonna get fired again. A lot of people not gonna get the chance that they deserve. He gonna go back to the old school comedy way. I'm pretty sure Vince is mad that, for example, me and my homeboy talked about it. You know, Tozawa went from Bruce Lee to back to himself looking like Cisco. So he noticed the changes that Triple H has made, and Triple H is making it look like a professional wrestling company. And Vince don't like that. Vince wanted to be more entertainment, gimmicky, 1992, 97, 94, whatever he wanted to be. And I'm pretty sure over the past few months, to him, let's say that, to him, now don't get me wrong, Triple H product has been good, but let's keep it a G-ball now. There been some episodes of Raw SmackDown, you be like, I don't know, bruh. This ain't it. But you can see the improvements where it's going with Triple H versus the stuff that Vince had. Because I feel like Vince don't have no respect for his talent. If he don't see a dollar in front of you, he gonna make you do some stereotypical racist stuff or just some foolish stuff. Or he'll just probably use you for the moment. That's Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade. They was hot for a minute in that DX feud. Then after that, peace out. They was never involved in a big storyline. Well, not Trevor Murdoch, but Lance Cade had a potential storyline with Chris Jericho going somewhere. But then later on, he shortly passed. But back to Vince. Vince said, y'all can't get rid of me this fast. Y'all saw the promo. That boy said, hey, I'm going to kill what I destroyed. I'm going to kill what I destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to kill what I destroyed. Because if I can't have it, nobody can have it. And I'm pretty sure this is why him and Shane probably got into it creative wise and stuff like that. And plus, him and Shane probably alike. They both kind of stubborn. It is what it is. You are what you are. So it's going to be very intriguing to see where it go. It says a lot of buys, you know. MSBC. Who else a lot of buyers? He got a lot of buyers for the company. Netflix. Hulu. Vince looking like, look, bruh, I'm the devil. I ain't going nowhere. If you don't want to work for my company, what the old signature say? Get the F out. And I'm pretty sure it's one person that's glad that they didn't come back. And that's my last topic. I know she thinking like, that why I ain't signed back. And I'm proud of her. I know she would have signed that contract, and then she would have known it, boy, she'd have been hot as fish grease. And we know why the other one going back, cause she can't abandon her husband. She can't fathom not seeing her husband being across the world every day. But there's no here or there. Bottom line is, if y'all don't know by now, that devil Vince ain't going nowhere. Lucifer's favorite son ain't going nowhere. So if he get back in control, we got two choices. Is we gonna still be watching, or we just gonna move on to AEW or other wrestling companies? And then there's the thing too, I forgot about this. Other guys that Triple H was probably signing probably pulled out now. The Chelsea Greens, the Matt Cardonas, I can't pronounce the boy name. Tonga from New Japan, he probably pulling out. His brother probably, now Vince might, because Vince love big guys, but I mean, the devil's back. What y'all want me to do? But we'll see. Because he planned on selling the company by 2023. Well, of course, for the middle of this year. I ain't gonna say I was shocked. I was just like, dang. It was good while it lasted. Breath of fresh air. Everybody loved coming to work. Now Suge Knight back. Boy, I know Bray Wyatt is pissed. Because him and Vince had a bad relationship, you hear me? So we'll see where it goes from there. On a lighter note, word is coming that it might be John Cena versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Now, don't get me wrong. The match is going to draw itself. It all going to come down to what version of John Cena we're going to get. Because if we get the now that's getting his butt whooped, Logan Paul going to sweep that boy around the floor. Now, if we get the 05 John Cena, Logan in trouble. If we get, let's say, 08 John Cena, Logan in trouble. We get the Kane version when he want to embrace the hate. He wanted John Cena to embrace the hate version. Logan in trouble. But if we get in the lighter notes, if we get in the one with the Ernie haircut, I don't want to see it. Cause I want the best of John Cena. I know I'm gonna get the best of Logan Paul. But I want the best of John Cena. I want John Cena to fix that bald spot in the back, put some active spray or get a cut or something, bro. Cause that ain't it no more. It made me think, bro, did you use steroids, boy? But there's no here or there. If it happened, this the only match I can see Logan facing. Like, I can't see Logan facing Drew Gulak. You know what I'm saying? Logan gonna be in big match feuds only in his contract. Logan's not gonna face no Shelton Benjamin. Logan's not gonna face Cedric Alexander. He'll face Bobby Lashley. So that's the only fit well match that I see. That or Austin Theory. So, and then on top of that, now don't get me wrong, this is gonna be the biggest celebrity versus professional wrestling match of all time. Hands down. And the match ain't even happened yet. It's gonna be bigger than LT Bam Bam. It's gonna be the biggest thing going. So, it's gonna be the biggest thing going. So you gotta think about that too. And you know what's funny? Funny fact, speaking of LT and Bam Bam, I think I said this back in the episode. Guess what Bam Bam Bigelow did that CM Punk didn't do? I can wait. You got your answer yet? Alright. He main evented WrestleMania. Hell no. Sleep. Think about this. The man from the Middle East main evented in a WrestleMania match against an NFL legend, Lawrence Taylor. And don't get me wrong, Bam Bam's good, but Phillip Brooks is way better than Bam Bam. That's gotta be tough. So, my only thing is how they gonna build it up with John Cena and Logan. Now, if they going where I think they going, then we need to book our seatbelts up. And now, because Logan was a real heel in real life against his friend George on his podcast about the man above, the king. And I ain't talking about Burger King, and I ain't talking about Jerry King. I'm talking about Jesus. So he was such a douche towards that. Now, if he can bring that to the wrestling world with John Cena, if John Cena is still witty on the mic, boy, them promos gonna be fun to see. Very fun to see. So, I don't know. I just feel like Logan's gonna win, of course. I mean, what do John Cena got to gain out of this? Except putting him over? Because if John Cena win, it's gonna be like, all right, bro, it's John Cena, But if Logan win, because you can't lose two big matches back to back. I mean, we knew he was gonna lose to Roman, of course. We knew that. Hands down. We all knew that. But Logan need another signature win to show that he's a main event player. Especially if they're going creatively with the WWE title where I guess they're going to strip it from him. If they could, Roman don't want to lose. Roman don't want to lose, bro. He don't want to lose. I don't blame him because his run is still good. Like, right when you think it's getting boring, it's not. The less you see him, the more excited it gets. He ain't doing nothing but Brock Lesnar. The less you see him, the more excited he's gonna get. Here and there. But I think it could be a 5-star match. Yeah, it's gonna be the biggest thing. It's gonna be the biggest celebrity match ever. It's gonna be the biggest celebrity versus wrestler match ever. But except Logan, if Logan's doing what I think he's doing, turning heel, boy, we might be on to something. And if John Cena's still witty on the mic, they might be asleep on the card. It might be. I'm gonna say steal the show. I gotta see what the rest of the card gonna be. But it might steal the show. So we'll see where it goes from there. Now, like I said, on a lighter note, I've been recently watching the Best of 7 series of the Elite versus Death Triangle. And I started thinking to myself, I'm gonna be real, y'all. Have the matches been good? Yes. But has their series been overrated? Yes. And the reason I say overrated because it's not that the match has been good, it's just the finishes. Have y'all noticed, like, I don't think the past couple of matches they had is either I'm gonna hit you with the sledgehammer or I'm gonna hit you with the sledgehammer. Hey man, I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna do this. And it kind of kills the momentum. Now I see if you did it between a match here and there, but you did it in matches back to back to back to back. And for me, that's just a buzz killer, especially for a best of 7 series. You know, you do this stuff like 8, 9, then you might be like, I'm doing this match, 2 matches, we're gonna finish clean, then we're gonna come back to it. But when you doing it back to back to back, it's like predictable. So it's like they're tied now. So is the match gonna be clean? Or we just gonna get a cheating finish? Or is the Death Triangle gonna turn on Rey Fenix? Is his brother Pentagon gonna turn on him? You know, Rey Fenix wanna win clean. Pentagon and Pac is wanting to win at any cost. So it had me thinking, is the best of 7 series in professional, is the best of any series in wrestling overrated? If it's done correctly, no. But if you got like a bunch of cheap finishes and a bunch of clean finishes, well, if you got 2 faces, of course it's gonna be clean. But if you got like a little mixture here and there, it could be something good. But if it's just the same finish back to back to back to back to back, it's gonna be boring. Like, you can't do a best of series with 2 heels. You can't do the best of series with 2 faces, especially in these days with the kids watching and the human being IQ. You can't really just do that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, and I thought about some Benoit Booker T, 98 and 06. Both of those was good. But 08, 06 was better. Because Booker was kind of heel, slowly going into that King Booker push. And you got to remember, Booker got hurt in the United States Championship Series. Randy Orton took his place. And he won the championship for him in that series. But, now that I think about Benoit and Booker T, Chris Benoit and Booker T always had amazing chemistry. Always amazing. It wasn't a lot of talking. It wasn't a lot of none of it. It was just pure wrestling and respect and who wanted to be the best in the ring. And if you just look back at the WCW series and you look back at you look back at the WWE 06 when WWE was really good. That's when Impact was on the come up or whatever. Those was good. They just show you how good the chemistry was, especially in 06. Booker skills, Mike skills. Well, he always had Mike skills, but he was on point at that time. In 05, 06. He was on fire. You know what I'm saying? No Alicia Keys. But it was great, entertaining. Benoit bringing his energy. Hell, y'all remember Chris Benoit did the suicide dive, almost broke his spine off the table. Y'all remember that? That too. So, just amazing chemistry. And, now that series wasn't overrated. That was booked perfectly. Then you add in Charmel to the thing too. That bring that flavor. I wish Nancy was still into wrestling at the time, but I don't think her heart was into it at the time. It was more about raising their son at the time before, Lord willing, what happened. You know what I'm saying? I hope her family straight. Hope Chris straight too. His family straight. Hope his family straight too. Especially his son, because folks be giving him a hard time for what his daddy did, and he ain't had nothing to do with it, and that's not right. But Let me see, what else is another good series? Sheamus and Cesaro. It was good, but it was just like, what are they fighting for? It was like, where it is going. Like, when Mick Foley came up with this, you know, they were going at it for months and months. And it was a good series. Don't get me wrong. That's because they know how to deliver good matches. But it was like, where is it going? And then, ironically, they gained a little respect for each other. And then they became one of the most underrated, greatest tag teams ever within the Bar. Because the Bar was a good tag team. They broke New Day streak. A lot of people forget that when they had Roadblock. Man, that pay-per-view name was trash. Hey, man, what's the pay-per-view name? Roadblock. No, Road Trash. That ain't it. But the point is this, though. Hold on, let me calm down. Hold on. But the point is this, though. They did gain friendship and they did gain respect. Because at first, I didn't see where that thing was going at all. You know what I'm saying? They were like, man, okay, best of 7 series. It's probably no one contender or they're going to win a championship. They're going to the championship match. And then after the while, they got to the bar, man. You know, dudes was messing with them, chilling. You know, so they getting their drink on. Well, I ain't going to say drink on. You know, that black folk. Drinking beer. My bad. They drink beer. Wrestlers drink beer. They don't drink codeine and Percocet and Hennessy and all that bull. So they were chilling. And then they gained a respect for each other. And then they became the Bar. So that was surprisingly booked well. Like, when you think about it, like, at the time, when you look at it, you're like, man, that joint was slick, alright, but But then when it grows on you and it simmer a little bit like that steak chicken that you cooking it on the grill, you let it simmer a little bit, let it ease, it simmer, you're like, dang, that was a really good series. You see what I'm saying? And you think about that type of stuff, like, man, that was a good series. And then, what else I got on here? And the last one, you got the Motor City Machine Guns versus Beer Money, the Best of 5 series. Who wanted to be the best? Same thing, book well. I'm trying to remember, was Beer Money heels at the time? Y'all let me know in the comments. I remembered it, but I don't remember if they was heels or they was just a face. But that was good. And I'm trying to remember. Y'all can put this in the comments too. I was trying to remember. Weren't the Hardy Boys versus the Wolves versus the Dudley Boys? I think that was the Best of 7 series too, and that was entertaining. See, Impact. I see Barbie said I'll be having ideas right here, bro. But that was a good one too. So I ain't gonna say it's overrated. It just gotta be booked right, and it gotta be like, where we go from here. You know what I'm saying? Where the story going? Like, what is we fighting for? Is we fighting for respect? Or we fighting for, hey man, you win this, you get the belt, or you get a shot at the belt? Or like, what, you gonna kiss my feet? Like, what is we, you know what I'm saying? You just can't do a Best of 7 series without and making it look interesting. No, and like I said, it's not that the Death Triangle versus the Elite series wasn't interesting. It's been fire. It's just the finish been kind of like, all right, how many times y'all gonna cheat? We ain't had a, you know what I'm saying? They cheated the, you know what I'm saying? How many times we gonna cheat? You know what I'm saying? You know, or stop using the hammer or something. But, you know, it's just like, bruh, there's too many cheating finishes in the series. That's all I'm saying. And it kind of made me disconnect with it and not want to watch it. You know, so I'm just glad it's coming to a full end. I think, is it this Wednesday? I'm not sure, this Wednesday or something like that. And it's been fun ride to enjoy. But I just feel like it's time to move on. And yeah. And I don't know, whoever wins, I'm pretty sure they got to figure out what they're going to go from here. You know, the Young Bucks might go back to the tag team division, especially with the rumor of FTR leaving. Because FTR just recently lost their other belts in Japan. They lost their ROH belts. They lost their tag team Mexican belts. So, it'll be a good look for them to go back into the tag team division and face the Acclaim. So, you got to think about that. Another subject. Finally. Woo! Man. Woo! Yes. So this Friday, I was at SmackDown with my homeboy, Rob Genesis. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner who I be talking about in the, you know what I'm saying, some of the stuff, not some cases, but in that case, this case we was at SmackDown. We was watching Hit Row finally went heel. Finally. Cause them coming back as a face was not working. And plus, I'm gonna be real with you. Can we be real with each other? There's nothing without Swerve. Sorry, bruh. Y'all need him, dog. So, if you remember, Hit Row, before they got released, they were taking over on NXT, with Swerve being the El Capitan, the leader of the group, the voice of the group. Then Top Dollar, he come with his rhymes, you know what I'm saying? B-Fab, she coming in all fabulous, tall, vanilla, fine, you know what I'm saying? And then you got my boy Shantae with the swag, you know what I'm saying, coming through. And it was working. And then they went to the main roster, and then they just changed the whole script. And it just went flat on his face. And then they did a little racist rap with Jinder Mahal and Shake It. I'm like, dang. Don't get me wrong, I found it stupid, but y'all didn't get offended when Jinder Mahal said something about Shinsuke Nakamura and they feud. Oh, okay, all right. But that's neither here or there. That's none of my business. But so they got released. Swerve went to Swerve went to AEW. Had a nice run. He's on a nice run right now with the cruiserweight. With that's my neighbor. Sorry. With the tall Brock Lesnar looking dude and the jail looking dude, and they got the mogul affiliates with Rick Ross, and he had a nice run with Keith Lee, so he's looking to have a nice solo push. So they come back, the run just is not connecting. It's not connecting to the fans. It's not connecting to the fans. It just wasn't working. So fast forward. Top Dollar, them had a tag team match with it was the week before. Was it the week before? Week before. Or the weeks before. I don't know. Top Dollar tried to do a big Rey Mysterio move. I don't know why he tried that. And it was an epic fail. They made fun of him. You know, he pushed Ricochet and they fought for a Royal Rumble spot. Now, don't get me wrong. I knew Top Dollar wasn't going to beat no Ricochet. But that match was like 15 seconds. I was like, dang, bro, that's it. So, as Ricochet, you know, they shake hands, Ashante super kicked them, and Hero officially turned heel. Now, this is the thing, and I learned this recently. Now, y'all notice they didn't get no response. They got a little boo, but they didn't get no response and stuff like that. So, the more I started to realize, Cross didn't either. I'm gonna be real. Cross didn't get no response and stuff like that either. And you gotta ask yourself, what you mean? What you mean, Rich? What you mean, Mr. I-240? So what I'm saying is, like, okay, I remember I was watching Ric Flair podcast, and they were talking about New York. Fun fact, and I ain't know this either. Ric Flair never got over in New York. Never. That's hard. I thought about that. I was like, I ain't never paid attention to this. So it's like certain stars don't connect with certain markets. So it's not that, man, Killer Cross garbage and all that. It was a good little match with Matt Cap. I think it was a good match, but it was cool. But I'm just glad it's over, and he can focus on. I'm looking forward to him versus Ray, actually. But it was just like the crowd was quiet, and it just show you that how unengaged that fans is. You know, most of them probably kids anyway, but even grown, I'm like, you say you watch wrestling, but you really don't. I ain't say you gotta know everybody. You know, I didn't know everybody, but I know some folks. I know Skinner. I know, you know, the Repo Man. You know, I ain't say I know his highlight career, but you like, man, dang. You don't watch it like that. You know what I'm saying? You just watch the name. You know, you watch, oh yeah, man, Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, if you like, let's say you got a girlfriend right now, and you like, hey, you watch wrestling back in the day? What's the first name she gonna say? I ain't gonna wait. I'm gonna give you about 5. I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds. All right, y'all got the answer. So, what's the main name she said? Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker. Like, she ain't gonna say, I watched Steve Blackman, Dr. Death, Bart Gunn, Godfather, D-Lo Brown, Draws, Taka Michinoku. She ain't gonna say she watched them dudes like that. What's that dude that do the flip? What's his name? Jeff Hardy. Yeah. Like, she ain't gonna say she watched S.A. Rios. That's saying. So, what I'm saying is, certain guys just don't got certain connections if you don't stand out like this. So I'm glad the Hero turned heel, and hopefully they got something good going, and they can just truly be themselves. Cause I do want to see Hero win. Actually, I do want to see them win. I want to see them win, and I think Top Dollar was Vince's project when he got called up. So if Vince go on board, then here we go. So I think that was a Vince project. I'd like to see where they go from here. Hopefully there'll be more serious storylines, have more creative freedom, and go from there. Because it was starting to look bad. Like, they would get lost in the show because we knew they weren't going to beat the Usos. Let's kill that right now. We knew they weren't going to beat them. But it's going to be intriguing. And see where it go, you know? So, then, the next subject, I call it the foundation. Roman Reigns. Rock. Yokozuna. Rikishi. The Usos. And now, my subject. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing something special with Solo Sikoa. Like, let this simmer in, man. He has took advantage of his role of being on the main roster and making the best of it. And he's been booked very well, very correctly. Been booked strong, dominant. And a lot of guys that's making him look good has been team players. Because they probably believe something in him that we all believe. Now, we ain't see it. I ain't see it at first. I started seeing it a little bit on NXT. But I ain't expect him to be this big on the main roster already. Like, coming in, dominant, mean, got the Mike Tyson towel on, ready. Anybody can get this work. Anybody get in my way, get in my family way, you get knocked out. You mess with the king, you gotta come see me. You gotta go through me first. I'm the enforcer. I'm the R. Anderson of the bloodline. Real blood. Not the gangbang. Not the gangbang. The real blood. And it's aside, we on the verge of something special. Only thing I'm nervous about, though, I will say this, because I do want to go on the solo push. And I'm nervous about the solo push. And it's not because of him. It's just, who's the creative director? Who's the booker? If it's Triple H, it's going to stay where it's at. But if it's Vince, he might wear a Hallelujah dress. I don't know. Never know. But Solo has been looking very impressive. He been in some big matches. He beating some key guys. You know Roman believed in him because he always was by Roman and Paul Heyman's side. So it just show you that that boy got a ticket. He got a mind. He hasn't had a match that disappointed me. Even in NXT. He made Von Wagner look good. And Von Wagner actually improved, but they don't know what to do with him. He actually improved, but he made Von Wagner look good. So you gotta think about that too. So I can't wait till they betray on Sami, cause I know that he's gonna destroy Sami Zayn and beat him to pieces. For dealing with all the corny jokes and acting like he my mentor when it was all part of the plan to turn on Sami. And he's gonna be one of the big stars in the family next too. All those big stars. Even Umaga, I forgot to mention him. Even Umaga, his uncle, which he's using the tape and hit him with the spike. Good night. Night, night. You know what I'm saying? So, that kid's something special, man. And it's good to see. He ain't got to talk a lot. He just get in there, get it in. Get in there, get out. Clock in, clock out. That's what you get with Solo Sikoa. So, he on the verge of something special. So when Roman go away, I can see Solo being the world champion. Maybe for a long time. Because he got the look. He's agile. He's dependable. Seems like he's healthy. He can be there. And it's his time. Speaking of time. My last subject, boy, she's the smartest woman in the world. I told y'all. I ain't gonna Mercedes Moné, BFKA. Sasha Banks is smart. See, she waited till it played out. I'm pretty sure she got in the phone calls with her former coworkers. Yeah, you know Vince might come back. Vince gonna find a way. Or hell, she know Vince better than herself. That better than everybody else. Her and Vince was like this. Mob ties. And I ain't talking about Jay Prince. Them. But she made the best decision for her. Now, I can see there's various reasons why she gone. Exhibit A. Vince. He ain't want to listen. She feel like she ain't have his respect. She feel like she was on the level of Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. She feel like she was on the level of that they need to hear her. But they didn't. So she left. Like Beyonce, to the left. Like Beyonce, to the left. She left. Reason number 1. Number 2. Well, number 2 and 3. Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. And you say, why? Did y'all see that WrestleMania match? Was their match impressive? Was it good? Like, could you really sit back and be like, yo, I'm finna rewatch that match right now? No. Because Ronda didn't deserve that spot. Why would you give that spot to somebody who don't even care about the business? She don't care about your product. She don't care about the time that we all put in this. And you gave her a WrestleMania spot. Hell, y'all just heard what she said about the women's title. Oh, I'm tired of it. Yeah, you know. I'm ready to take over the tag team division. Dang, that's how you feel? Then, money. Now, I don't know how much she was asking for. But according, she wanted that Becky Lynch money. She wanted that Ronda Rousey money. Bray Wyatt money. And she didn't get it. Now, whatever she asked for, she should have got it. Because Ronda said F wrestling. You know, Charlotte got married, whatever, cool. Becky got married, whatever, won't. You know, you release Bray. And it's like, I stayed with you through thick and thin. No matter what people said about you, you're a bad boss, yada, 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 I stayed with you. But you just treat me like trash. So I guess to go. Now, Mercedes has gone to New Japan. Now, I was excited until I saw the promo. I said Sasha looks rusty. Oh yeah, speaking of rusty, PSA, Charlotte Flair is rusty as hell. She rusty as my nails. But anyway, she's rusty. And then talked on the phone with my homeboy. He had me thinking. He like, bro, I hope she can make it in that style. And I thought about it. I was like, dang, I forgot about that. New Japan is stiff as hell. So we gonna see next month her match against Carby. But I'm looking like, yeah. He like, I don't think she gonna last, bruh. We'll see. But I mean, that's a you can't go from WWE. I mean, y'all can be stiff sometimes, but they be stiff the whole time. You getting real elbow kick to the face, but you getting out of it. So it's just like, I don't know, bruh. I think she gonna do well. They said she want AEW, but I highly doubt it. I think Sasha just wanted to do some stuff on her own and get their respect, cause she ain't doing nothing, but she ain't doing nothing but what Cody Rhodes did and what Drew McIntyre did. Left, get your name up with her name already up, sharpen your skills up, see what you're doing at the other company draw. And so when y'all do come back, get the money that you deserve. Cause I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes and Drew, especially Cody contract, they got paid very well. Cause see, the thing is, when you got the power, it's a beautiful thing. Drew can leave right now. You think AEW ain't gonna take Drew McIntyre right now? Cody Rhodes can go back to AEW right now. That's the thing. When you got the power and you see yourself more than that, it's a beautiful thing. Ex Brock Lesnar, he know. But on that note, y'all, there was another episode. Hey, I love y'all. Get them subscribers up. Get them likes up. Let's get this going, man. I love what I do. In the next episode, it's going to be underrated feuds. And y'all can't believe y'all. It's going to be some feuds on there. You're going to be like, dang, for real, I ain't think about them. You're going to be like, oh, dang, I chose them. There's going to be some feuds on there that you're going to be like, amazed. So, I love y'all. I'm out. Yeet.